For example, like I think there's this new animated series now on Netflix. I can't remember the title. And then I was asked to watch it. I'm like, if you really want me to watch this, this is a therapy for sleeping.
That also works. That also works. Guys, another episode of Professions. We are back again, doing our shit. How was the week, actually? We haven't done the check-in, actually, in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
How's the check-in?
That's
how was the
fine.
week? Really,
I think it just flew by.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's again Sunday.
Just want this year to end.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I don't want to work.
But you still work, though. It's not like you...
No.
Are you guys going on a break, like a company break?
No, I'm looking forward to my holiday, my Christmas holiday.
But how long is it?
So from the 20th, I'm off. So.
Till the end of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's what...
Or is it like a company thing?
No, it's just my...
It's your personal one?
Yeah.
Or you took it for yourself?
Nah, because I feel like I'm just on my last...
But I get it.
Last nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I've been working actually quite a lot. This week I had to meet one of my friends because he has been calling me for a few weeks now. Like, let's meet up. And I was just like, I always kind of always forget to talk to him.
Yeah.
So, and the conversation was actually quite interesting because it was kind of like a reaffirmation of our friendship.
Oh,
in a weird way. It's like, are we still cool? I'm like, yeah, of course, man. I've just been busy, man. You know how it is. You're just too busy. You're just doing your shit. So, but it was actually interesting because sometimes the way I see the world is different to the next person. Mm-hmm. So, and it's important nowadays. It's very, very important to actually reaffirm your friendship or relationships.
Yeah,
most especially because we are also busy, and we don't do those things anymore. But yeah, it was actually a chilled week. This upcoming week is gonna be, I think, nicer because a lot of things I have to do. It's gonna be fun.
Do you think it's important to always check in with your friends?
It depends on what type of person that you are. Because for me, not necessarily, because I think that everything's always cool. Because I'm a type of person I can just pick up where we left it off. But some people just need that confirmation. And you need to reaffirm it that me and you are still good.
I'm definitely one of those people we pick it up where we left it off.
Yeah, me too.
Not with everyone.
It depends on.
I think I'm always like that with everyone.
No, I'm not with everyone like that. I mean, it depends. Like, for example,
obviously, if someone else done you dirty, you can't pick it up when you left it.
No, I cut you off.
I know. I don't mean like dirty. Like, it's. I don't know if, for example, with Desmond or you, like, it will be very weird if we don't speak for a week.
Yeah, but that's because we speak every day.
And then I just see you and I just start picking it up from where we left.
Yeah, but that's different because
so that's why I said we know with everyone.
But I think you are that type of person that finds it weird to just pick it up where you left it off.
Even like for me, it's like even when I'm texting you and then I notice, okay, why are you giving me one-liners? Then I'm thinking, okay,
do you really read so much into it?
Yeah.
But that depends on what type of relationship you guys have. If it's always like we always converse, we have proper conversations, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, cool. Like, oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? You know?
Because then I'm thinking, did I do anything to you?
You can like spiral in your emotions.
Okay,
but for example, if I was chatting with you, for example, and then you're like, okay, cool, I wouldn't.
Yeah. I wouldn't
read anything to it because I know that's how. But for example,
if you write to someone who like writes with a lot of emojis and like
not
long
even
paragraphs.
emojis. Like if I'm calling you first, you don't pick my call. Okay, cool. Then I text you, you don't respond, and you don't tell me you call me back. Okay, cool. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, and then I see you after a week.
Yeah, acting all cool.
And then you want me to pick it up?
No, but sometimes life gets in the way.
No, man. No.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, sometimes life gets into the way, but you still have to give your immediate close friends like the lowdown. Okay, this is what's going on. Just so that they know, you know. Unless something overly dramatic and traumatic has happened, then obviously you're going through the emotions. But in general, I would say like try to just give people the lowdown. Yeah, this is what I'm going through. I might just need a little bit of space. Not from you guys necessarily, but I'm just saying that I might not be as responsive as I used to be. But conforming is important. Well, I've seen a lot of shit actually the last few days.
What kind of shit?
And weeks. Well, the question is, where should we start off? Should we start off with something that is lighthearted and fun?
Yeah.
Or something that's crazy?
Nah, let's start with crazy.
No,
Crazy.
I'm just on the whole I don't know. I think I'm probably going off topic.
Yeah.
But you guys aren't on TikTok, right?
No, we're not on TikTok.
And
I'm on TikTok because of Montana.
That's how we communicate. Drake, we were listening to the song and this Drake song came on, and then I just thought of Drake as, we're in the sassy man apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
And how Drake is a sassy man. Mm-hmm. And then I was going to do a dance move. And then I remembered that there's this guy on TikTok who does this dance move.
But what's the dance move like?
I don't know where it started from.
Everybody's just doing.
I don't know. What's that?
I don't even know what it means.
He said it's the way you act like this.
So that means you're sassy.
No, and now it's just becoming to the sassy man apocalypse and how the sassy kings are on top.
A king cannot be sassy.
Why not though?
Nah, fam.
No, there's a lot of shit going on. Okay, let's get into sassiness. Yeah, I actually have so many things.
But wait, since we're talking about TikTok, what do you guys think of this weird trend?
Which one?
You put.
Love it.
I think that trend is the craziest trend ever.
I love the trend.
You have to sellotape your phone on the ceiling.
Actually love that trend. I love it so much. I saw doctors in the operating room putting it up and doing a little circle,
it's dancing. I've just been seeing women shaking their hands.
Yeah, that's all I see.
They will look up and they will like.
But they don't do that. You put it up and you're just supposed to dance and like.
No, the one that I'm seeing.
The one that I'm seeing is shaking hands.
Oh.
See, they put it
on.
No, you guys aren't. That's not the trend.
But that's a trend.
It's just a trend.
That's not the one I'm saying.
People use it for different reasons. Yeah?
So I think that your algorithm is just...
And the thing is, people are using it to even catch their husbands cheating. So they put it like...
Oh, wow.
They put the camera there and they're like, no, this guy always sits here. So, and then afterwards they pick it and then... yeah.
No, what I have been seeing is like people would just stick it up there. Then obviously they would check. Then they would just go by their day, eat... Shake the yansh quick, do something else, be naked, shake the yansh again, look up, like, okay. But there's so many
trends. They're vlogging from up there.
And then people were now commenting like, oh, thank God I'm living in a house that the ceilings are not so high.
That high, so I can partake in that treachery.
Yeah.
But there's so many things going on in this life. I mean, I feel like social media is not a real place.
Nah, it's not.
Because I feel like when somebody posts something, it's always hate at first. Because no matter what you post, I know that people will just hate. So me, I'm always reading the comments. And I feel like a lot of people don't have joy. I'm like, come on, guys, it's just fun.
Nah, it's
so why would you do this?
Yeah.
But it's
people can't separate fun and there are different sets of people. People that really take every single thing seriously, people that just don't care, and people that don't comment.
I fall under the people who don't comment.
Every now and then I do comment, like sporadically.
Because I would see like
I never comment.
Just a simple video of let's say like
garner so much
a small kid. Yeah. A small kid like trying to play with his dad and maybe beating his dad, and then people just like, go off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
Don't do that.
Why would you allow your kid to do that shit?
I'm like,
bro, just relax, man. Just relax. You guys just need a little snippet of somebody's day. You feel like, I know this person. That's how he's gonna end up. He's gonna end up taking drugs. And I'm like, guys.
And that's why some people don't even expose their kids.
No, I don't.
I get it.
Online,
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I get it, but I always like it when even the creator of that content kind of like steps in the comment just to debunk whatever is going on. But I understand both sides. I understand how somebody can view us in a negative aspect, but I also understand how somebody can view it in positive. Then that's why I always like both type of opinions. I'm just going to be like, okay, makes sense. But yeah, let's get into sassy men. I've been seeing this a lot, quiet.
He's sassy.
Sassy man.
Oh, you
become really sassy. Sassy. Like all the and I'm talking about heterosexual men.
Give me an example of like sassiness men.
When men say, I'm the prize.
Whoa. You don't believe men are the prize?
I believe we're both the prize. And I feel like any man that says he's the prize, come and get me, is feminine.
Come and get me?
Yeah.
Now that's
when men are like, you need to shoot your shot for what?
Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely feminine.
That's sassy. It's so like soft to me. It's giving soft.
Because you're taking away the power of like the man.
Yeah. You should pursue.
Pursue.
Like men have become.
I have to.
Victor, let me start with you.
I have two opinions on it.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Now, for me is if a guy is saying, "Oh, come get me," most of the time I don't really like you like that, so I don't feel the need to pursue you. So if you really want to get me, pursue me.
I get that one.
Okay.
So that's the only time I do that. If I don't really like you like that, but then okay, you want to vibe, then let's vibe. But I'm not gonna
At least you're gonna invite me to dates and you're gonna pay.
No. You could invite me. I could even still pay. Cool, but I'm not gonna make the move. You make the move.
Cynthias Hair is your number one-stop shop for all things hair related in Vienna. Braids, cuts, coloration, styling, products for men, women, kids, and much more. Book your appointment now and be amazed by the hair couture specialists. You can find her on Instagram at Cynthias Hair. Don't be surprised by the compliments you receive after.
What do you think, Montana, about the sassy man? What do you call it? Sassy man pandemic?
Sassy man apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
The fact
Sassy man
that
panoramic.
No, because it's really becoming an apocalypse, guys.
No, but it's true though. Like, okay, for example, you're on a dating platform.
Yeah. It's good.
A girl messages you first. Hey, hi. But now you message me first.
Women don't carry the conversation.
So why are you not carrying the conversation? Yeah.
It's just like, hey.
You're like, hey, okay.
Hey, back.
Hey, hi.
That's it.
How are you doing? Good. So continue. If you want to continue.
Okay, no. But that's where I also differ. I also think that if you shot your shot first, then just continue.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, but
Really?
that's women. Women will just shoot their shot in a very, very stupid manner.
And they be expecting it. Yeah, you understand.
Okay, but now you guys shoot your shot. Hello. What must I do with hello?
Hi.
Hello, you respond.
Yeah.
And then?
And
Yeah,
then
that
we
we
will
continue.
carry the conversation because the hello. It's being polite. This is courtesy, yeah? I'm saying hello. You respond back. Now I know that, okay, you are willing to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But women are just like, what do you expect? Are we supposed to define
I'll
language?
never write you hello and then write 4 lines.
I prefer that though.
No.
I
No, the thing
prefer
is,
that.
I think I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing, because for me, the first hello is like, okay, are you willing to still even have a conversation?
That's how we see it as men.
Okay.
But a lot of women see hi as like, oh, this is lack of effort.
Lazy
No,
because
no, it's not.
I had someone slide in my DMs. It happens very rarely. And this guy slid into my DMs. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Just because of his he has a lot of followers on Instagram and so I sent it to one of my friends and she goes, don't respond, he's being lazy. He just wrote hello. And I was like, I won't respond in any case because I don't want anything from this man.
But that's not true.
No.
He's not lazy. He's trying to
It's
catch the vibe.
It's catching the vibe.
Hello with
Exactly.
eyes, those emojis.
Okay, wait. From your standpoint, okay, what should I write? Let's make give a solution.
What do you
Because women
expect?
always say like men are lazy. Then give a solution. Okay, how should we approach?
Because the thing is, I believe, regardless of whatever he writes, if you don't like him, it doesn't matter. Anyways.
Yeah.
So
I agree. And if you like him and if he just says,
if he just says
like
H,
this, you'll still be like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
you know?
So imagine you like me, yeah, and I just send you like a fuck you emoji. You'll be like, if you don't like me at all, you just block me.
Fuck you back.
Yeah.
But if you like me, you'll be like, what does that mean? Why are you sending me that? Because
And
you're
you'll think
curious.
it's banter.
Yeah.
And you'll just lean into it.
So it doesn't matter what a guy writes anyways.
It
these
really
days. So if you like me, you like me. All this sassy, no. But the thing is, if I don't like you, pursue me. If you really want to get it.
You really want to get it down.
Yeah.
But girls are also like that.
I don't feel like men are sassy. I
no.
feel like
I think we are respecting ourselves more.
Thank you. Shake me on that.
Yeah, we're respecting ourselves more. Because
No.
we respect ourselves more. Because the thing is, guys really, at least from...
I don't know. You guys are respecting yourselves more. Okay.
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
But then these things that you're throwing out to women, like acting as if you're the prize and you're the best, I think, like the girl said, both of you are the prize. But now don't you be acting like that you're above me now.
I believe both are the price.
Yeah.
But if I don't like
something's
you,
more pricey and more
if
expensive.
I don't really vibe or find it attractive like that, I'm the price. So if you really want to vibe, you message me, get it cracking.
Yeah, but I've like Victor rightly said, I feel like men are just coming to the grips of thinking that, you know what, women have done me wrong. It's my turn to shine now, you know? Because a lot of men...
But then you guys do women wrong.
No, wait a second. A lot of men don't value themselves.
Okay.
Men have been programmed just to provide. A few months ago, we had a guest here that said, like, he doesn't want to provide. He'd rather not just do it, eh? So that's the thing. Men have been programmed just to provide. It's always constant provision. Now since women are making so much money and everything is more equal, men are of the opinion like, okay, let's also change the whole dating game. Why can't you just approach me? You know? So now it seems sassy. I don't think it's sassy. It's more of a like...
Yeah, but the thing is, I just believe in like... It's very simple. If a guy likes you, he will naturally pursue you. Doesn't matter if he thinks he has money.
Okay.
He is a 10. But the thing is, if he likes you, he'll pursue you. But then if you treat him like an idiot...
No, but
then,
okay, you say if a guy likes you, he'll pursue you.
Yeah.
But if the woman likes the guy, we should make it easy for him to have a conversation with her.
Most of the time, yes.
No, most of the time, no. But they'll be like, nah, I don't want to make it too easy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on my own. I'm on my own.
But that's the issue.
But
I'm
then,
trying to get to know you.
But then, allow me, I'm out.
Yeah, but then you see, I mean, and that's a big issue. Like somebody's making it easy, but the next person is making it difficult.
No, but I think for women is we don't know what your intentions are, and you never say.
You think you will find? You think you will find out by keeping silent?
You never say, "Oh, my intention is just to get to know you and just to see what type of person you are." So then we are open and we are being vulnerable.
Montana.
You leave me for the next person.
If a guy told you that, you block him.
Okay, then next time.
It depends if I find him attractive. No, it depends if I find him attractive.
You see?
If I like him.
It's just like the Nigerian guy that they said like, you think you're the best, you know? I can find other chicks like you. No, but the thing is, okay, what should I write then? I should write, hi, I'm trying to get to know you.
Oh, that's also weird.
Yeah.
Would you allow me?
I prefer that actually.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I think for me, in any case, I really like that olden times approach of I see you on the street and like, oh hi.
But Montana, you see someone on the streets, you don't give them chance.
You're already thinking he's a creep.
No one ever does that to me though. I just continue walking.
It's also
and if someone does that, I stop. It's happened to me before and I stopped and we had a conversation.
No, you stop, you be like, I have to leave now.
No,
bye.
I actually had a full-on conversation with a guy.
Yeah, and now they didn't.
I didn't want anything from him, that's why.
So
but I didn't just cut him off.
How many times has someone wanted something from you that you
very little.
No, not very. No, come on.
0 to 2.
But another thing here that we should discuss here from a girl's perspective, Montana. Girls used to be like, okay, I want a responsible guy.
Responsible, okay.
Right? It's what you hear. What's your definition of responsible from a man's perspective? What's your definition?
Oh, from a woman's perspective, responsible.
Yeah.
I think someone who's got a good head on his shoulders, he's a provider, he's not running around late with his friends, catching nonsense. You know, you just want a dependable guy next to you.
Okay, so
that's my definition of responsible.
And you see, the first thing you said was providing. And the thing is, I feel like men have had this weird notion that like their definition or their program that, okay, once I'm a provider, I'm naturally responsible. But I see responsibility as I'm very, very, I have like a variable setting that I can respond to every situation in the best and right way that I can, regardless of if I have 1 million or 5,000 in my account, regardless if I'm beautiful or not. Because if you say your definition of a provider is someone that provides,
you also have to provide emotional support.
So whatever thing that you need, I need to be able to respond.
Needs to be provided for.
Yeah. But men also expect women to be providers.
Yeah.
Yeah, differently.
Yeah, but they also that's also support. It's like if you're looking for your wife, you're also looking for that. Yeah, a responsible woman.
Yeah, that's why I said respond to the situation in the best possible way that fits both of us. It doesn't have to be, it could be money, it could be emotion, it could be sex, it could be food, it could be anything. If you can't give me that, then you're not responsible.
No, but that's exactly how we see it too.
But most of the time, women see like their first goal is provide, give me money, and they'll take bullshit as long as the guy is dropping the cash.
I don't think everyone.
Yeah, modern day women don't. Yeah.
No,
modern day women are way different now. They ask for more. You know, obviously, our predecessors and our parents' era, it was just money. But now women want emotional support.
Yeah,
if they can, they want you 24/7, which is crazy, man. But don't go out with your friends. Like, just like Montana said, don't be roaming around late in the streets with your friends. Why?
No.
It's not like we do this every week.
No, that's fine. But you get men who like.
Yeah, I know what Montana is saying.
Put boys' nights first, and lads' night out and stuff like that.
Not always, but every now and then you have to.
Every now and then, I think it's healthy for for each party. You do your thing. You do your thing. You must have lives outside of each other.
That's true.
Just a bit.
Maybe, I have something that I want to ask you. I posted something, was it 2 days ago or yesterday? You said about like people are actually what they hide, more of what they hide than what they do or say.
Well, of course,
do you believe that?
People are more what they hide than what they do or say.
Yeah.
In this current era, I won't say so. I think that's why it seems that we are wayward, because everybody says that this society is wayward and everything is going down to shit. I don't think so, because I think in our parents' era, they were just better at hiding. So a lot of shit that they would do, you always have to hide it. But now we have microphones, we have podcasts, we're talking about the heinous shit that we're doing openly, and we are standing on it and say like, this is part of my truth and this is what I want to do. So I don't think that the society is actually going down. I think society is more expressive now and more open about what actually goes down. Yeah,
but when you like, for example, when I saw that statement, I was like, okay, if there are certain things that are censored like on TV that you can't like just open your mouth and then say. Everything you have inside that you are hiding, can you actually say it on camera?
No, but you shouldn't though. Me personally, I don't believe in the truth, man. Not everything is for everybody.
No, I
agree. A lot of things are not supposed to be said.
But it's even got to do with like if you're with friends, you wouldn't say some things in front of your friends because that would hurt their feelings.
Yeah. No.
So I'm
not saying something that will hurt someone's feelings, but what you actually think about the situation.
But the only reason why you're keeping your mouth is because you don't want to hurt the other person or you don't want to hurt your audience.
Yeah, I'm not sorry for my action. I'm sorry about the way it made you feel.
Exactly. That's why you just keep your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why a lot of women that cheat on the men, they're not necessarily sorry and apologetic about what they did. They're sorry about how it made the man feel.
That's true.
And they will do it again.
Yes.
You see? So look, guys, you can't be honest. So fuck this honesty shit. I'm not saying that you should be lying though, but a lot of honesty can also hurt.
Yeah.
The truth doesn't set anybody free. The truth just causes hurt. So that's why you see our parents. No, they're always, our parents are very idealistic the way they brought us up, because if they were truthful from the get go, a lot of shit we won't be doing. Like imagine your parents would tell you like, yeah, when you're an adult, they made it seem like when you're an adult, it's gonna be so much fun. It's a lie.
No, I don't think they make it like it's going to be so much fun. I think it's the child that wants to grow up as fast as possible. to get out of the.
But obviously that as well. But your parents make it seem like, you know what? Just go to school. It's just the simple steps. Just do this, and then you're gonna be happy.
It's also because at that young age, you don't have enough information to comprehend how your life is going to be as an adult. So you can only feed them little by little.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're 14, so now your son is 14 years old, you're not going to tell him how the real world is. He can't understand it.
Yeah.
You know, my mom always just used to say, I'm raising you for the pigs out there. That's what I used to hear, and now I'm finally understanding.
That's why I do.
Wait. Try pigs out there.
Pigs out there. Yeah.
The pigs out there. The pigs are just human beings.
Oh, really? I thought. Oh, okay.
No, I thought
it's like
it's just the whole world.
The grit and the grime.
You know, this is what I'm raising you for the pigs out there, and she left it at that. She never really went further in it.
I never asked, well, what are the pigs?
No, because now as I'm getting older, I'm understanding it's just everyone. It's just life.
Because imagine your dad is very honest with you about something that's going
You
on.
won't be looking forward to anything.
Imagine your dad just comes home to you and he's like wants to talk to you like, I hate your mother.
No.
No.
But that's in a moment, in that moment, that's specific, because maybe she did something that really just aggravated him, and in that moment he just tells you like, no, I hate your mom.
I personally feel like there are certain things, like if you have children, that you should keep away from your children, especially when it's like
to do with the relationship?
Yeah. Because
I don't think so.
I feel like not, because the thing is, okay, now my child sees us having an argument.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know it's just temporary.
Well, yeah, the child will know that it's just temporary.
No, he won't. He won't know. He doesn't.
It depends the age.
He doesn't know.
Look, the thing is,
he doesn't know it's temporary. Imagine that's what is constantly seen every single time.
Yeah, but
he doesn't see what happens at night.
Yeah,
but that's not healthy.
Exactly.
So no, but you guys, that's crazy, guys. But that's not healthy, because you can have a conversation, you can have an argument with your partner, but the child also needs to understand that we're gonna resolve this. Everyday fighting is not healthy.
Yes,
but also like because what you're now doing is that you're now painting the picture of a perfect world. So now he's gonna come across certain instances.
No, I think there can be disagreements, and those disagreements should be spoken about together. And just say, oh yeah, well, Dad thought this, I thought this, and we both now we realize we're both wrong or we're both right, and we're coming together.
That's some white people shit.
That's how I want to talk about it.
I never want to argue.
I don't want to. No, me too.
Maybe when they're like proper teenagers and they can.
I want to argue for my kids though. Huh? It's normal. We argue.
I don't want, no.
I don't want. I'm trying to prepare my child for a real world, not fake world. I'm not saying I'm gonna be overly honest about everything that's going on.
Yeah, you can have like simple, like disagreement. I'm talking of like extreme, like
exactly.
You going on.
But what is extreme? But even in a relationship, in a relationship, you have to understand how to fight, how to argue. I'm not calling your mama a bitch or anything. She's calling me. But that's not arguing.
It's more got to do with. Here's a very realistic scenario. One of the most in relationships, the difficulties is financial issues, right?
Yeah.
So now you're arguing with your partner. Your child sees it, and you're arguing about finances. This child's going to start to feel like a burden because the child also has expenses. So the child starts to feel like a burden.
I would never see it like that.
I agree with you.
No, I saw my parents. Not constantly, it sounds crazy, but I saw my parents fight. Yeah. But I always knew, because the way they will fight is for a certain goal. We are trying to figure out certain things. No, but I always knew, and sometimes my dad would tell me like, "Don't worry, those things will be resolved in a few days' time." So I knew that this is just normal.
Depends on the child, and I think you have to.
It depends on the child,
what kind of child you have, and if he understands that. For example, when I saw my parents argue or fight, I was always scared.
Yeah, I was never scared. Maybe once.
I was always scared. Because I don't know. I'm like, if I hear this, this week, then 2 weeks later, then next week, I'm thinking of the worst case scenario.
Okay, then.
I was also a bit on edge.
Yeah, but not to kind of like diminish your parents, but then I would say like your parents don't know how to argue then.
Because there's nothing like know how to argue.
We're arguing for a certain cause. We're arguing for improvement. It's like my parents.
I knew what they were arguing
could argue, but I knew that my mom would still do certain things for my dad, and my dad would vice versa. And the same day, it's never gonna be like we are arguing because we don't.
There's never a right way to argue.
There is a right way to argue.
There's no.
Of course. Okay, me and Montana together now. We are. I don't know.
There's a right way to debate.
No, there's a in a relationship. You know why a lot of relationships are toxic? Because they don't know how to argue. Disagreement is normal. Disagreements are there for growth.
Yeah.
We're trying to improve.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I'm calling you out of your names and we're not arguing for a certain goal, then it doesn't make any sense. Why are we arguing then?
Yeah, obviously, when you argue about something, that means both of you have disagreements in opinions, and you're trying to exactly. So, obviously, there are ways to argue. Like you still remain respectful. You still However, it's also the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why one of my trick is like, in the first instance that we argue, we will obviously argue emotionally because we're not emotionally charged. You know, some people always have this type of, rules and regulations. You be in your corner, you listen to your song and to calm you down, and I'll be in my corner. Look, all these things don't work. For me, I like to, no matter what is going on, what type of arguments that we have, I like to talk about it at least twice. The first instance is going to be highly emotional. The second instance, once we slept on it, is going to be more reasonable. Now, what was actually going on?
Yes, but why are you putting the child in all that roller coaster?
Why are you putting the child?
You do it in your own space, because I can start doing that once the child, I feel like, is... Because the thing is, you're also constantly talking to your child outside whatever you're... So you can kind of gauge the emotional state and the IQ of your child if you would understand certain things.
I just think it makes your child too... observant about other people's feelings. Yeah. It's not good, because now this child grows up thinking he's just trying to please, so you don't step on toes, and they are too scared to have a different opinion to someone else, because they only see how the parents react.
Because I would ideally, God help me, I would want my child to see, like, okay, I would tell my child, okay, me and your mom, we argue, but we sort it out privately.
Yeah.
So I'll tell her I'll tell him or her that we have problems. It's not like I'll be like, yeah, every single time I'm just lovey-dovey with your mom. But I'm not going to put that problem in front of him to... Do you know how, like, sometimes I've been in situations where I've been the one, like, you expect now the child to now separate your arguments, like...
He's the referee.
Yeah, but that's not...
You see?
But the thing is, the more he gets that, it might... Yeah, the child might be like, okay, Dad, please... But
that's why I said that those parties don't know how to argue. Then
I don't believe this, because it's highly emotional. Depending on your emotional state, you don't even know what might happen at that moment.
Me, I knew for fight. Anytime my parents will fight downstairs in the living room. Me and my siblings were upstairs. They're fighting the game. We're just laughing. 2 days max. 3 days, everything is done and dusted.
Yeah, but the thing is...
But that's the way you're carrying cycle.
But they don't have to see that.
We're thinking... we're speaking about a worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is majority of the kids that see that.
Yeah, but that's not normal, man. Because why I am saying that, obviously I understand where you guys are coming from, but I'm also saying that if you guys paint this type of picture, then your child won't understand how to resolve shit. It's normal to have disagreements within the relationship.
No.
It's very, very normal.
I hear what you're saying, Myra, but I still think you will still have disagreements with your child.
Yeah.
And the way you handle those disagreements with your child, they will learn how to have disagreements. They'll still, or like,
there'll still be instances.
There's still so many instances.
But the thing is, like I said, you're trying to prepare your child for the world. So the relationship that you have with your child is a parent and child relationship. But they also have to see the first best example of a romantic relationship.
But not when they're so young.
Yeah, not when they're so young.
Not when you're under the age
there was a point
of being able to comprehend.
When my parents were having an argument and I was sleeping, and my heart was beating really fast. And I was like, I didn't know if I should stand up and go and be the referee, or I should...
How the fuck would you be the referee? What do you know at that age?
Then why are you fighting in front of me? What do I know then? That's the thing.
It's scary for a little kid. They don't understand what's happening. They're just hearing shouting or banging, slamming. You don't know what they're hearing, They don't understand.
So, for example, imagine let's say you're upstairs and you can't really hear what they're arguing about. You're just saying someone is screaming, you're just thinking they've started again. At some point, it got to the point where I was like, I'm actually happy if both of them will live separately.
Of course, but
that's not what you want to like show your kid.
Exactly, but that's because that's a dysfunctional relationship. It doesn't work. Those are parties that don't belong together. That's completely different.
Yeah,
but I've also seen the other side where the parents don't ever fight. They never raise their voice, and the kids don't know how to handle romantic relationships.
No,
because
agree with that.
Because that's why I said like we talked about this whole idea of romance, when you play the yoke of love, romance and relationship is not just fun.
Yeah, but you can tell your child that
but no, it can create some sort of traumatic experience if you're just like, but I never saw my parents argue. Why the fuck are we arguing?
No, but I'm going to tell my child that we have arguments sometimes, but we resolve it.
Yeah, but look,
I understand that. The best thing you say is practical. Once you
exactly, you need to see practice.
But not everything needs to be seen.
Obviously, not everything. It's not going to be like, okay, me and my wife are fighting. We are putting our kid in the midst. Okay, now you need to watch how we are dealing with this experience. No, that's not what I'm saying.
I think in daily lives, everyone sees disagreements every day, at least once minimum. There's many more that happens, and a child also sees that. He starts learning that from a young age till they die.
And the thing is, like it could also create like a negative effect on the child. You're seeing it in, okay, I want my child to see this and then see that, okay, we argue and then we resolve it. But it could also trigger it in a different way that, okay, now I'm in a relationship. We have to fight and then resolve it. So
that's how I show how I love you.
That's how I show how I love you.
No.
You see, you could create.
The thing is, everything can. Obviously, there are endless possibilities, but that's crazy now. What you just said.
Well, like, that's why it depends on the IQ and the emotional state of the child.
But you should have put emphasis on we have to resolve. We
resolve it every time. We resolve it, but every week I'm like, let's fight. So the more we fight, the more we resolve it, shows that, we are always good together. So that's how we show love.
It's crazy how this is so interesting. This is so interesting how people can just see the world. But that's not how I see it though.
Because there are actually people that are in this world that are wired like that.
But that's crazy. Okay, like that's for instance, let me give you a first-hand practice experience. Me and my wife will argue. I will argue about certain things, like let's say for instance the household, okay. And sometimes it happens before we go to bed. We're just having more of like a heated conversation. Okay, this is not working out, this is not working out. In the morning we'll wake up, she will reaffirm me, okay, do you still love me? Is everything? I'm like, of course I love you. We're in it for the long run. But I'm just speaking my piece. There's no ill will, because we have an end goal. We're trying to improve, we're trying to be better, not only for ourselves, but for the household. So that's how it's supposed to be. You have a disagreement, you reaffirm, are we still on the same page?
But your child doesn't see the reaffirmation.
Your child is not developed enough to understand that that's how it works. So that's why you don't need to show them, you constantly communicate.
You can show those things, but at the same time, eventually when they're older, you also have to talk to them about certain
Only when
things.
they're older.
Yeah. We're not saying... So now... Like right now, if your parents fight, they could fight in front of you. That's cool.
Man don't care, man.
Yeah, but that's
because I know that they will resolve that.
Yeah, because now you already know that, okay, their relationship was stable enough for them to even raise me up to this point. So it's not the first time they're fighting, so it's fine. But not when they're like kids.
Yeah.
Because
kids meaning from the age 0 to at least 14.
Yeah, he will tell his friend like, oh, my mom and dad just finished fighting now. That's how they show love.
Okay, but what if the kid now doesn't understand how to resolve certain arguments?
But that's not how the human mind works. Normally, you're not looking for unhealthy fights.
Yeah, you don't know.
You're looking for peace every single time.
Peace and love.
I don't think there's any human being that like.
But peace comes with war, man.
Yeah,
the child doesn't know that.
Yeah, but the child doesn't know that. But he doesn't need to.
No, I do get what you guys are saying. For
everyone to believe that there has to be war. No,
I get what you guys are saying, but there has to be a balance. I believe in yin and yang. As after rain, sun comes. After peace, war. After war, peace. It's a constant cycle.
Yes,
but it has to be in balance. Just peace I don't think it's not balanced.
It's nice to live in a bit of oblivion before you get to the rest of your life.
Oblivion creates trauma.
No. No,
Hell yeah.
it doesn't.
No.
Because
Not always,
being
no.
oblivious doesn't create trauma.
Reality will smack you in the face.
But that's not all everybody's reality. We've been social media has programmed everyone to believe that there has to be war before peace. Not every time. Some people live in peace, and there's never war. Yeah,
No, it's true.
For their generation,
exactly.
for their generation. Eh?
No, it's for their relationship and for whatever they have. See, if you Google it and there are certain people, maybe like 20 or 30% as I read, that's how they show love. And they even get too
By fighting.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
But do you know why?
They see it because that's what they only saw.
You see,
And
you
it
see,
just goes back.
they're emotionally imbalanced.
So let's
And
stop all of that
there's a
and let's just
trigger.
really start the healthy way.
Yeah. Don't let us worry about war.
Yeah, but the health.
Let's focus on the peace.
Yeah, but
Between us.
Yeah.
But just peace is not healthy.
Why is peace never healthy? When is peace never healthy? Peace is always healthy.
No, peace is not healthy.
Peace is always. Why is peace not healthy?
No, because like I said, reality is
a trauma.
harsh, man.
This is a trauma. No, I've never heard that before. Okay, what are you in your marriage? What are you working for? Peace, right?
Yeah, but peace comes with a little bit of work.
Yes, exactly. You're working for peace.
Yeah.
You're working to be in a stable state that everyone lives healthy, mentally, emotionally, physically.
But it's not a constant state. It is not a constant state.
That's what you're working for. But you're not working for war.
Oh, sorry, folks. What's happening here? Because I live close by. This looks really interesting.
Oh, we're doing a podcast.
No, it's just
show. Are you recording? Or what?
Yeah, we're recording. It's just a podcast.
I can come by
Yeah, no problem. Afterwards. But what was I saying? Not you're working towards peace.
Yeah, but it's not a constant state, man.
Yes,
I think that's the problem that we have. I think it's a constant state. Happiness is not a constant state. It's an experience.
Happiness should
No,
be.
but we strive for happiness to be a constant state.
That's traumatic.
No, how is that traumatic?
That's very toxic.
No, how is that toxic?
How would you strive for something that you can't even strive for?
No, you can strive for happiness.
Yeah, but she said it's in a constant state. You want to wake up every day and be happy?
Yeah,
How the fuck is that possible?
Yes, you want to wake up and be happy.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes.
I need the people in the comment section to support what
No,
I'm saying.
I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up and feel like, oh, there's a problem I have to solve now to be happy.
Exactly.
No, happiness.
You always want to wake up on the right side of the bed.
And that's the thing. You it's a trauma. There's an effect behind it that you like. Okay, let's quickly slight wars. Let's resolve it for peace.
Maya likes all of that.
So that there will be stop. That's how it seems to be.
No. We'll tell you a story.
Look, I'm responsible for what I'm saying.
We'll tell you a story about
I'm not
how
responsible for what you understand.
And the thing is, that's why some if you ask some couples here, they'll be like, oh, when was the best time you had? Remember that time we had a fight and then we resolved it and then
that's not okay.
And then I bought you a gift and then we smashed ourselves there. It was so nice, and they laugh about it. No, it's trauma. It's not good.
That's not me. But say your business.
I wanted to say Maya is like that. He wants to fuel a bit because we were invited to a party, all three of us, by someone who's no longer in our lives. None of us, Victor and I, weren't even thinking of going.
No, I was thinking of going.
What?
I was thinking of going, but the thing is,
I'm the only healthy one. I wasn't thinking of going.
But the thing is, I know that that's not healthy. I know. I accept that that's not healthy.
Wanted to go,
and I don't want.
No. It was not about me going. I was like, show respect. You invite me to something. Then at least have the courtesy to give me an update,
But did you respond to the message?
I gave him a vague answer.
Like?
Because if sometimes in life, if you are too quick to decline, it makes you seem like an asshole. So let me wait to the last opportunity to be like, something came up, I can't come. But at least give me the update so I still know that, okay, you really wanted me to come there.
Yeah.
So what are you doing it for?
Yeah, but we knew this person didn't really want us to come.
It just the thing is, it's a carnival.
Why? How so?
Yeah, come on, like birthdays, I don't invite like people that I'm not even close with to my
Randoms.
birthday. So
Some people.
Or people you've
it's-
cut out of your life.
It's just weird, like just inviting. Imagine I just invite that guy that just came in now. Oh, bro, tomorrow, don't forget my birthday is tomorrow. That's how it seems.
Some people are weird like that.
Yeah, true.
That's so crazy. But Maiwa, please, we are striving for peace.
And happiness.
I understand. Yeah, like
We
this,
don't want
this little,
war.
boom, 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 boom.
You guys are making it seem like this is what I want. No,
Nah.
that's what I'm saying.
No, but the thing is, for the next generation, we shouldn't make it seem like it's okay to have war.
Yeah, and also, this is for everything else going on in the world. We want peace.
Only peace.
We
Peace-
only want peace.
There's never a situation that I ever thought peace was toxic. It's always healthy.
Okay.
We could put it on our Instagram. Is peace always toxic or healthy?
There's a certain thing. Okay, if you use the word peace, people will be like, nah, it's obviously not toxic, but there's toxic positivity.
Like?
Like you are always like, okay, let's say for instance, I'm going to something trauma.
Both words don't go together.
Of course.
No, you are
okay, but no, there is a scenario where it could be
I'm going
toxic.
to traumatic, and I'm a traumatic experience, and I'm talking to Montana, like I want you to kind of like gauge me out of all of this thing that is happening, yeah. And you're just being overly like positive without even understanding my emotional state. That's toxic positivity. So she's just trying to mask everything. We just be positive. It's like you are putting yourself under a facade, like everything's always okay. Nah, I'm not okay. And I want you to understand and condone me emotionally, and you're just putting up a front with your
Victor
positivity
and
shit.
I aren't saying that, we're masking your emotions, you're being fake and everything.
And I'm also not saying that
We want to resolve everything, and we want to have
Exactly.
very nice arguments that resolve and love
I know.
and peace.
And that's what I'm saying the same thing. I never said that I'm addicted to fighting. I just said that it's normal. This shit is normal. You have arguments.
Yeah, it's definitely
you have
normal
fights,
to have arguments, but
there's a limit to everything.
yeah, but it's not. The normal should not be like, oh, there should be arguments once in a while. The normal should be.
But that's normal, though.
We try as much as possible to resolve argument. You're going with the mindset of there will be arguments, maybe let's say 4 times a month, for example. But we are going with the mindset
Out of 30 days, that's quite little. That's okay.
I'm thinking that's little too.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, for example,
It is little. We know it as, I know it as little.
You see, but do you know why we think it's little? Because of the trauma we've passed through.
No, stop. Man, fuck you guys.
It's a traumatic experience.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Trauma is normal. I hate this shit so much. Like, trauma. Trauma is normal. It's how you grow.
It's your experiences.
Yeah, wait, let me play something. I heard something about it. Wait.
I also agree with Maya. Not everything has to be trauma. Not everything should be labeled as trauma.
So basically, he's just saying that, okay, what about trauma? Because we talk
He's
about
actually
trauma.
agreeing with us.
No. Because he's saying,
I'll tell you how I understood it.
Okay,
after you.
please, yeah.
Okay, I understood it as, yes, you can either choose to be haunted or to be wise, but how will you know to be wise if you haven't seen that example before you? How to be wise about it?
Huh?
So basically, what she's saying is
He's like,
she's actually agreeing with what you said because that's what I'm understanding.
Okay.
It's like
no, speak for yourself.
No. I'm just interpreting what she said.
Okay.
It's like, okay, so you see your parents fighting,
Yeah.
and then you decide to be either
You don't call it as trauma.
you don't call it a trauma, you call it okay. You try to see that situation and then be
and
better.
move on.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I
you
think
don't have to see it.
I think you saying you don't have to see it. I'm thinking as you can only know to be wise if you know if you've seen how people have resolved it and continue.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen that, then you think it as your trauma.
Yeah.
You haven't healed from it.
It's not to be wallowing in this shit.
No, because the default of human being is not trauma. The default is ignorance. If you don't see
you're basically an empty vessel. Then
Yeah,
eventually,
exactly.
through experiences,
that's what brings trauma. So the default is once a
I love
child
how we all have different.
once a child is born, he has zero trauma.
yet, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So now depends on what you are putting inside his bucket, like in his brain, in his mind. So now he's seeing his parents constantly fighting. Now he's thinking, okay, so my parents fought. last night, 2 weeks ago, 1 month ago, whatever. So you're putting information in his head that, okay, this is it. At that age, he's still very young to understand what's going on. So now you can't really control how he's going to take that. So that's why I'm saying there's certain like fights or disagreements that you shouldn't put in that child's brain at a certain age. And the Montana said from 0 to at least 14.
Okay.
But I say
it differs from child to child.
I say depending on how the conversation I have constantly with my child and how I understand his emotional state and his IQ, if he can understand certain things yet. So you're saying it's okay for the child to constantly see when you have an argument for him to understand how you guys resolve
this word constantly. I'm not saying constantly. I just say it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
But like just like this guy right, he said
But
like
it can happen
trauma
privately.
Yeah, exactly.
because everybody's always talking about trauma here and there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that experiences, you either choose, okay, do you want to wallow in negative emotions or would you become wise out of it? If you constantly see that your parents are fighting, you have two decisions. Either you follow in the same pattern of style that they have, or you think to yourself, cognizant and with a little bit of awareness, like, okay, this is not what I want.
Yes.
I always had the awareness of to look at my parents and be like, okay, this is what I like about my parents. This is definitely not what I like.
I understand.
Even at a teenage age.
I understand, but then why do you think I believe everybody needs therapy?
I don't believe so.
I believe everybody needs
Hell
therapy.
no. Why?
And if you don't believe that everybody needs therapy,
Yeah.
then a child that definitely sees his parents argue needs therapy more than a child that doesn't see his parents argue.
No, not everyone needs therapy, man.
I don't think everyone needs therapy.
I believe everyone needs therapy.
No, I don't believe so.
But I
because
think
if you-
everyone
if you
should have that person they can
Yeah.
talk to and just express their feelings. Doesn't mean
Therapy
they necessarily have to go to therapy.
No, I don't mean therapy in terms of, oh, you need to go to a shrink or a therapist or whatever. No, but there's this therapy in the sense that based on what your life experiences and what you have seen, it affects certain decisions that you make in your life, and it shapes you to be in a certain way subconsciously.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Yes, but then it depends
Well,
if it's
they-
positive or negative.
Yeah.
There's even a saying, like, you know, when you're young, people will be like, okay, you look like your mom, you look like your dad.
Yeah.
What do people say now to you? Who do you look like?
I don't even know. Maybe I think I look more like my dad and mom.
No, you look
together.
like your decisions.
Yeah, but no.
At this point, you look like your.
No,
you don't look like your mom. You don't look like your dad. You look like your decisions.
Yes, I thought you were talking about like from the physical perspective, because when you see a child, you're like, oh, you look like your mom. If you now tell
Because
me
no
like,
decision has been made yet.
No, I behave like my decisions. I don't look
You
like
look like it.
however you want to put it, semantics, but yeah. But I believe I would use the word I behave like my decisions, and I actually like, I don't know, I put out the way like I come across to people is based on my decisions, not because I look like my dad or I look like my mom when I was younger. Obviously, anything like my dad or let's say my parents have taught me or have shown me, it's still now based on me to now see, okay, how do I, all this information that I've gotten, positive or negative, how do I create the best or make the best decision
Exactly
for my own life?
I think this argument just differs in opinion. Me, I don't want to live in an idealistic world. I want to live as real as possible so that I know what the fuck is going on. But that's just me.
Yeah.
So I just like the fact that, okay, I've seen everything on both ends and I've made my decision. I've made my peace with it. Some people would really just want to live in a peaceful world. That's them. Me,
but
I believe in balance. There has to be, when there's light, there has to be
I
darkness.
believe in balance, but the thing is, I also believe like every human being is unique, and I feel like the things that, for example, I have seen or you have seen, another person might not even be able to get to that point where you even make a decision to be positive. Some people kill themselves immediately.
I know this sounds hard, but that's your problem, man. It is though.
But it was preventable.
Yeah, but if it can be prevented, then why? And that's why I'm saying like, okay, there are certain things that you don't show a child at a certain age. I'm not saying this. I understand where you're coming from, but there are certain things that even with 25 that I wish that I didn't see. that I saw maybe, or that I would have preferred to see in my 50s. Why do you think that?
Yeah, I don't think.
Why do you think that
we have to grow up so quick?
Yeah. Why do you think that, like, you're trying to? Why are we telling a child not to watch certain things? Because you don't want to feed that child with certain information.
Of course, I get it, but
if not, then whatever we consume might not even. Then you just be like, consume shit and then you deal with it later. Like,
yeah, but I don't think that there's a real age for those type of things. It always depends on where you live and the ideology you believe in. Some people get married, and in their culture, it's okay to get married at 13 or to be even sexually active at 10. It really depends on which culture you live in. That's what.
See, the thing is, one thing that this world has tried to like mask is everyone wants to say, there's certain things that is generic truth, and there's my truth is fake. Those cultural truth is nonsense. A child is not supposed to get married or be sexually active at 10. Any culture that does that doesn't mean it's true. It's not a cultural truth. It's just nonsense. There's a generic truth that they should be jailed.
Yep. Not the child.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fully true. We will never know that. We will never know the generic truth. We don't.
No. There are certain things that there's generic truth. Everybody should know that.
Obviously,
should not be.
Now, based on the example that you just made, due to the fact of the world that we're living in, of course, you will say that it's not okay for a child at the age of 10 to be sexually active, because our trajectory is go to school.
I just think
school.
actions have consequences, and they're not yet there to know that the actions that they might be doing will have consequences.
Yeah, but
good or bad.
But if we make certain norms as the truth or the way we should live by, then in most cases we also create a society that is conducive to that type of situation. So if we are saying, okay, a girl is able to get married at the age of 14, legally speaking, in those type of cultures, they will also have the parents to support them at that young age. We don't have that shit. That's why we're telling everybody get married as of in your 20s. Or
no, you see that example you made now is a complete different thing.
Why?
Because
but that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm saying that. It's not just black and white.
Yeah, but there's things that are black and white. It's already black and white that a child should. For me, it's black and white. A child should not be sexually active by 10, at the age of 10. For me, it's not even a discussion.
Okay. Like people in Papua,
it's a discussion to be like, are you allowed to get married at 18 or 19?
Okay, people like it.
Okay, but it's not a discussion that a child should be sexually active at 10.
Let's say, for instance, I don't know. Let's say people that are living in Papua New Guinea. If that's their practice, well, how would you feel about it?
It's a wrong practice
from a Western and African standpoint.
From every standpoint.
But why?
What do you mean why? At that age, then your body is not even.
But like I said, you are seeing it. You won't be able to exclude yourself from seeing it from a different standpoint. You see it as an African, you see it as a Westerner. So for you, it will be wrong.
Yeah, but there are things that I feel like they are generic that should not even be cultural based or race based.
But when you're saying everybody's unique, then how the fuck we have one generic truth?
No, everyone is unique, but there are things that are still generic in terms of truth. For me, it's not even a debate. Any culture, for me, if I'm a president, any culture for me that is saying a child should be active at 10, I might as well like put everyone in jail. For me, it's not a discussion. Because that's not... For example, if you say, okay, a child can get married at 13, I can be like, okay, it's open for discussion, depending on how you want to put that scenario.
Mm-hmm. But it's not... it's the case of... It's not two 13-year-olds marrying each other. Yeah. It's always someone older. Much older.
Okay.
So that changes it. If it were 10-year-olds and 10-year-olds, go fool around.
Okay, but it's actually interesting. You said like, okay, let's just use 10 as a number.
Yeah.
Okay, when does the reproductive organ of a woman start? At what age?
I don't know.
I think it's dependent on the girl.
Well, quite early.
But at 10, is a girl masturbating? No, not even yet.
Well, maybe 11.
It depends on the girl.
As a man.
I think normal age is 13 to 14. I think normal.
I think it's.
I think it's 11. I think it's. I think it's 11.
I think it's 13.
Okay, let's say it's still 14, 13.
Okay.
But if my biological composition is telling me certain things, and we put all the notions on it, so what is down the truth? What my biology is telling me that I'm able to do.
Yeah, but then the thing is, your human psyche is not just biological; it's also mental and psychological.
No, that's the culture we just created, and the society we created.
No, it's not society that we created, because
there has to be a reason why my reproductive organs are working at a certain
but that's
age.
on the biological state, but it's not on the psychological state.
Dude, we can talk.
No. For example, it's just like biologically, let's say my penis is supposed to get erect.
Yeah.
But depending on my psychological state, it could also debunk that I don't get erect.
Okay,
my mental state.
but what's the?
Yeah.
But generically speaking, most boys will have an erection definitely before 10.
Could be. I can't remember. Yes. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that it's okay. And I'm saying, but I get what you're trying to do. I get what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to say we don't know. Look, for me, it's just
we know.
For me, I just hate the fact that when people say like, okay, this is it. I'm telling you, like, no, we don't know.
No, I understand what you're saying.
We don't know. Anything can happen.
I understand that you're saying we're coming from our Western world, African, we think we know much more, much better. Okay, yes. But in other cases, I agree with Victor.
No, it's cool. You can agree with him. It's cool.
Because any culture, I don't know. Okay, for example, any culture, it's just like, I don't know. There are certain cultures that don't have like life, like death by hanging or like death punishment for certain things. Depending, I think that's also cultural based. Depending on your culture, it can be like, okay, it's okay to have a death penalty or not. I think that's still up for discussion.
Or like, worst case scenario.
No, not everything.
No,
not everything.
There's some cultures where they cut out the woman's genitalia. That's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's wrong, yeah.
Now, why is that wrong?
Okay, what? Okay, is that a generic truth that you are not allowed to cut off a woman's genitalia? Because there are some cultures that say it's okay.
Yeah,
exactly.
And we should do it.
But is it okay? But you're saying okay, it's up for debate.
Look. Like I said, I think we understand both what we're saying. The thing is, if we live a certain way, we can't even fathom or see a different side to it. We can't. It's impossible.
No, I feel
there's certain things
that's so wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's certain things we will all agree on. We'll be like, okay, this is so wrong because we can't see it any other way. But I'm always like, there has to be something that somebody thought of why this might actually.
And the person could be drunk. And the person could be in a weird mental state, maybe psychologically derailed. The thing is, there are certain times a lot
of shit that we believe are also based on what other people have created.
Yes and no.
No, somebody will just look at African cultures and be like, it's like we were talking about,
Yes,
from a Christian standpoint, the Rema consent is very demonic. That's the Christian.
That's a complete different conversation, because those stuffs are still open for interpretation.
A lot of shit is open for print.
But I still believe I know a lot of stuff. Maybe 80 or 90% of stuff, but there are 10% of stuff that is generic and should be upheld, or else we might as well wipe away planet Earth, and everybody should die.
That's a generic truth I can believe in. Guys, it's emotional. That was.
See, these are healthy debates that we're having right now.
Yeah.
No one's screaming, fighting, throwing things.
Is this how you can fight with your
yes.
With your kids?
Yeah, it depends.
And not in front of them.
I don't know. But yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. It's just like interesting now, like. But I kind of get where you're coming from, because you're always coming from like playing devil's advocate, or maybe you also believe it.
No, not in this case. Not in this case.
But I still strongly believe like there are things that for every Dick and Harry, it should be the same. It's not open.
It's impossible. It's really impossible. Because I think one thing I always see when it comes to relationship is like nobody really wants to do the dirty work, and we have a certain notion of relationship is just like everything is wholesome, everything is peaceful, And even when it comes to dating, the thing about dating is actually for the tough part of any interaction. This is not for fun, actually. It's actually to ask tough questions. Yeah. What do you like? What do you believe in? Money-wise, etc., etc. So you use that time actually to have the tough part of conversations. And then your marriage is whatever it's supposed to be. Then you have time to actually create memories. But nowadays, everything's wholesome. Everything's, we're going on dates, we're taking pictures, and then you enter your marriage. It's like everything's shit, actually. Yeah. Because we never really have like tough conversations. So I don't know how you're gonna react in certain instances. Neither do you know how I'm gonna react. So that's what I'm actually just saying. So
I know.
So a lot of those things can. That's why a lot of people are traumatic, because little things that we have seen, the movies,
but do you know what
stories.
But do you know what I think is because parents don't really have like healthy and proper conversations with their children.
Yeah, but we can also fault them because a lot of things.
I'm not faulting parents, but I'm also saying like after like, for example, now depending on the child, it's now left to him to interpret whatever he's saying. But then if the parents are also like constantly having conversation, okay, this is how I meant it, this is what's supposed to be, but most of the time they never speak to the child.
And all of it just boils down to healthy communication.
Yeah, exactly. But I would like to believe that every now and then my dad will pull me to the side and be like, this is just normal. Let's have a conversation.
But not every parent is like that.
That's the thing.
But I would have loved to also see it from my mom's side, because she never spoke about it. But my dad was always quite, this is just normal. We fight about it. But don't worry, we just get over it. And I think it's okay. And I would do the same thing with my kid. Like, me and your mom, we fought. Everything's calm.
Because I still strongly believe like the worst place or where the world problem starts from is from the home. Once the home is divided, then we are breeding like a wrong and toxic community.
You fall into the same paradigm and pattern. Yeah. It's impossible to actually get out of it. By the time you know, you're already in there. Yeah. It's difficult to break. What do you call it? Generational trauma? Very difficult. But
we break it. I think it's important too.
I don't know if I have generational
curses.
Yeah,
everyone has.
I have.
I have a lot.
Me too.
A lot. Share one.
I can't think of anyone now, but that'll be another episode.
Yeah, that's a hectic one.
We could talk about it because I have to think about everything.
I don't think I do.
Everyone does.
Everyone does. And it could be like...
See me, what would you say?
I don't know.
Bye, guys.
Guys.
But keep that for next week.
I'll keep it for next week. Okay, bye.
Bye.